Welcome to homework.
Alrighty, so this time we're adding and multiplying with octal expansions. So we'll start by, in part A, doing 7, 6, 3 plus 1, 4, 7. All right, so when we add 7 and 3, we get 10. Okay, so that's going to be 2, since that is greater than 8, with 1 over. Okay, so then we'll add 6 plus 4 plus 1 is 11. So that is going to be 8 times 1 plus 3. So we put the 3 here. 8 was multiplied by 1, so we'll put 1 over. And then 7 plus 1 plus 1 is 9, which is 8 times 1 plus 1. So we'll keep the remainder. And since 8 was multiplied by 1, we move 1 over the next row and let's bring that 1 down. Now for multiplying, we'll get 7, 6, 3, 1, 4, 7. We'll start by taking the 7 and multiplying it across, right? So 7 times 3 is equal to 21, which is 8 times 2 plus 5. So we'll keep the 5. Then 7 times 6 is equal to 42, which is going to be 8 times 5 plus 2. Okay, so we want to take what we multiplied 2 by last time, like we would sort of add into the next column, and add it to our remainder this time. So that's going to be a 4. Okay, so we'll take 7 times 7, which is equal to 49. And that is going to be 8 times 6 plus 1. Okay, so we take the 5 that we multiplied by last time, add it to our remainder from this time. It's going to be a 6. And then we would take this one and carry it to the next one, but there is no next one, so we're just going to take it and pop it in. So that's 6, 6, 4, 5. Now we're going to repeat the process with the 4, multiply out by everything, but sort of slide it over so that the first index lies below it. Okay, when we do the same thing, with the 4 times 3 is 12, there'll be a remainder of 4. Same process as before. We get 3, 7, 1, 4. And then we'll do the same thing with the 1. Slide over the index, multiply 1 by everything, which is just going to give us 7, 6, 3. And then we'll add these 3 products together. So we'll get 5 here. 4 plus 4 is 0 with a 1 to carry over. So we have 11. So it's going to be 3 with a 1 to carry over, because 11 is 8 times 1 plus 3. Here we have 20. Right, so that's going to be 8 times 2 plus 4. So we'll keep the 4 and pop the 2 over. And then we have 12. So that's going to be 8 times 1 plus 4. So we keep the 4, bring the 1 over, and there's nothing else there, so we'll bring it down. So that's going to be 144,305. Now, part B, same process, different numbers. We'll start by adding our 6001 to 272. And when we add these, 2 plus 1 is 3, 7 plus 0 is 7, 2 plus 0 is 2, and then just the 6. Okay, so that was a nice, easy one. We want to take the product next, so we'll have 6001 and 272. And so we'll start by taking the 2 and multiplying that across, so that we get 2, 0, 0. Well, 2 times 6 is 12. Right, so that's going to be 8 times 1 plus 4. So we'll keep the 4, move the 1 over, but there's nothing else to multiply by, so we'll pop the 1 there. We'll do the same thing for 7. We're going to get 7, 0, 0. 7 times 6. It's going to end up being 8 times 5 with a remainder of 2. Keep that in there. And then the 2, again, is going to give us the same as the first row. We just have to keep on sliding to the left. And then now we need to add these all together. So we get 2, 7, 2. Lots of zeros here. Make it quite nice to add. Here we have a 9, which is 8 times 1 plus 1. So we keep the plus 1 and then put the times 1 over and then add those together. So that one is 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 7, 2. Of course, there are more parts, so we'll do part C as well here. In this instance, we have the numbers 1, 1, 1, 1, and 7, 7, 7. So we add them together. 7 plus 1 is 8, which is really 0. 1 remaining. It's going to be 8 plus 1, 8 times 1 plus 0. Okay, so that's going to give us 9. So that's 8 times 1 plus 1. So we keep the plus 1 and move the times 1 over. Again, we have 9, so we'll keep the plus 1 and slide the times 1 over. And lastly, we get 2. So we want to do the product. Okay, so we'll take 1 times 7, 7, 7. We'll take 1 times 7, 7, 7 again. Take 1 times 7, 7, 7 again. And 1 times 7, 7, 7 again. Okay, so here the first row goes 7. I'm going to add these up. So 7 plus 7 is 14. It's going to give us 8 times 1 plus 6. Okay, so we want to carry the 1 over. And we have 22. Okay, so again, we have a remainder of 6. But this time it's going to be 2 times 8 plus 6, right? So we want to carry the 2 over. This time our total is 23, so our remainder is 7. It's 8 times 2 plus 7, but we have the 2 to scurry on over. Now we have 16, right? Which is 8 times 2 plus 0, so we have to carry the 2 over again. Then we have 7 plus 2, which is 9. So that's 8 times 1 plus 1, so we keep the plus 1 and migrate over the times 1 and add 1 to nothing. So that product is 1107,667. And part D is going to be done the same way. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 3, 4, 5, 6 to add together. 6 plus 1 is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. And then the 5. So nothing ever was greater than 8, so we didn't have to do anything there, really. Then for the product, so 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First, we'll take the 1 and multiply by everything, right? Which is a nice, easy one. Then we'll do the 2. Okay, so then 2 times this, and it's the same process as before, where 2 times 6 is 12, which would be goes to 4. Right? It'd be 8 times 1 plus 4, and we would carry the 1 over. I'm not going to walk us through that again. But the 2 times 3, 4, 5, 6 will be 7, 1, 3, 4. Then we'll take the 3 and multiply it through. That's going to be 1, 2. I'm sorry, I'm not quite indexed correctly here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 6, 1, 2. Then we'll take the 4 and multiply it across. Okay, so It's going to be 16270, and then we'll take the 5 across, and again we just have to keep on sliding over our indexes, and then we have to add all this up. Okay, so the 6 plus a whole bunch of nothing is 6. 5 plus 4 is 9, so it's going to be 1, where we carry 1 over. Then we have 10, so it's going to be a remainder of 2. 8 times 1 plus 2, so we move the time was 1 over. Then we have 6. Again, nothing remaining. Then we have 26. Okay, so that's a remainder of 2. 8 times 3 plus 2, so we're going to put a 3 over into the next column. That's going to add up to 9. So we have 8 times 1 plus 1, so the times 1 moves over, the plus 1 becomes part of our solution. And then this is 15. I made a mistake here. So this row here, of course, is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would be a 3. Okay, but everything else is still the same. This ends up having a remainder of a 7. This is 15. This is 8 times 1 plus 7. So we put our times 1 over. That gives us a 3 here and then a 2. So that total is 2, 3, 7, 3, 2, 6, 2, 1, 6.